Hi, I am Sailor Earth Ernest P. Worrell, or Ernest, and today I do got some good news. Next Monday, not this Monday, but Monday the 9th, we will be getting our new HP Reckoner with Microsoft Windows 10. I should say we're getting our new Microsoft Windows 10 HP Reckoner. Now, let's go back and tell everyone why we're getting a new Reckoner with Microsoft Windows 10. The saga goes back to December when Google told everyone through their update that anyone who had a Google Chromebook or Google Chrome base between 2012 to 2020 that they would be pulling out on the backing of hardware backing and updates, and that the only way one could keep those hardware backing and updates was to get a new Google Chromebook or Chrome base. Now, we picked not to do that since we don't know that if you get a new Google Chromebook, we don't know if you only get 6 years of hardware backing and updates from that. Not wanting to take that hang up, not wanting to go into that bind, knowing that only after 6 years you'd be back at that hang up or bind again. Now, someone says if you buy a new Google Chromebook, someone told me, well, there's no truth to back this up, someone said that you'll get 8 years. Well, Google doesn't say anything on their website about their Chromebooks, about the new ones giving you 8 years or not. But even if that is true, that's still not long enough, So that's why we had to go back to Microsoft Windows Reckoners. Now this Reckoner is HP, and it has Microsoft Windows 10, and it doesn't have a web shooter, so we had to buy another web shooter with a tripod stand or another stand, and it's a Logitech one. Now, keep in mind we have never worked with a web shooter with a stand before. A lot of them we had before would be ones you could put on the front of the watch. Now, a lot of folks are going to say, oh, you're going back to Microsoft Windows again after being a Google Chrome OS from 2016 to 2020. You're going to take back all the things you said? Well, some of the things I said was true. That at one time Microsoft Windows does have more hang-ups, than Google Chrome OS. But Microsoft Windows 10 does not have as much hang-ups. Seems to be more the same. Doesn't seem to shift as much as all the other Microsoft Windows that came before it. Now, there are still downsides. Yes, you still got to have some kind of malware stronghold, either the Microsoft Windows one or the Sysmatec Norton one or McAfee or whatever one you want to go with. We are going to go with the Sysmatec Norton one from Comcast, so we'll have to go put that one in that day. Why? Because I believe that the Norton one was the more good one, and it was the one that did a more good job strongholding than the Microsoft Windows one. So we gotta do all that. But we gotta do all that stuff. But before we get into all that, I'll let you know it's not going to be until March the 9th. Unless Amazon has shifted their needed. But as of what it says, it's going to be next Monday. That would be March the 9th. So it will be a week and a half of still with the LG Google Chrome base until we get the HP Microsoft Windows Reckoner. Well, you don't really call it anything except that. And I don't know, it might take an hour to set it up, to shift it on, pick what interweb you're working with, to name the Reckoner, to set up a Outlook, to, I don't know, set up a overstep word for the reckoning, put up the product code or whatever you call it, product key or whatever you want to call it, for Microsoft Windows. Then once that's all done, go in, put in Norton, System Norton from Comcast, get that in there, throw out the old freebie one, if there is a freebie one in there, get that one out of there, and then put the Logitech web shooter in, get that up and running, and after Norton's all updated, then run Microsoft Windows Update, restart after that, and then put all the YouTube things back in, all the Twitter things back in, YouTube, Netflix, Hulu back in, find SailorMoonTV.com, put that back in, put Crackle and Tubi back in, go from there. Yeah, and I do got some of the stuff written down, and put Walmart and Amazon back on, and all the other websites, if we can seek them, put them back. But all that don't have like March the 9th, and hopefully it only takes an hour. I'm thinking if we get it that day and we can get it hooked up, see, we got to eat around 5, right, or 4, so that means about 6 or 7. So if we can go through it that fast, then I won't have to half a Monday Night Raw being missed to setting it up. So anyway, it is what it is. Getting a new LG Microsoft Windows Reckoner. That's March 9th of next week. On Sailor Ernest, and I hope, anyway, before I end this film, just let you know, I'm going to say right now how sad I am to someone on YouTube who 2 years ago, I said her name. And apparently she didn't like that, and I didn't ask her if it was alright. And then she gets back to me after, 2 years later, to tell me that I was wrong for doing that. So, just let you know, I had her take down the film, and you are locked from my YouTube fairway. Okay, maybe it was wrong for me putting your name on that film, whatever, but whatever. I'm not dealing with your shit. You're locked from my YouTube fairway. The film's gone, and no one else is going to make me do stuff to my films I don't want to do. If it's going to be a new thing where everyone comes out of woodwork now and says, "Oh well, you unlooked my one zone," or whatever shit. Okay, fine. Maybe I did. Maybe you didn't want your name on the film. Okay, I'm sad for doing that. My mistake. Oh well, film's down. But you're locked from my YouTube fairway. It is what it is. I'm Sailor Ernest, and I hope you like this film.